At the age of 24 years old, I make over 6 figures a month. But if I lost everything and I had to start from zero with no knowledge, no connections, and no money, this is the business model that I would use to make $6,000 to $8,000 a month within probably 60 days at the longest. Now, I did this business model and it is what got me out of the trenches and it got me actually making money. And I've showed this business model and this skill to over 3,000 other kids and they've been making insane money. But today, I'm gonna pull back the curtain and I'm gonna show you guys 100% A to Z what to do, how this business works, how to actually get started, and I am not holding anything back like these other free guides or free courses on YouTube. My goal is by the end of this video, you can literally take this, go get to work and start earning money online. No matter where you're from, your background, what color you are, your race, your language, it does not matter. You can use this skill and this business model to change your life. So guys, welcome to this free course. This is not a fluff-filled training. This is going to be as short and to the point that I can make it for attention's sake, but it is going to actually show you what you need. So if you're one of these people that gets bored and is like, oh, this isn't dopamine enough for me, you don't deserve to make $6,000 to $8,000 a month online, okay? But if you can bear with me, you can sit through this. I guarantee you that this knowledge will change your life and it will help you make a lot of money online. This is the easiest business model that I think exists right now that is still doing something ethical instead of like OnlyFans management and all this other stuff. But it is valuable. It is very valuable. And this is the building block of the most valuable skill in the world, sales, closing, and actually building your own business later on, okay? So let's go ahead and jump in, guys. This is gonna be from $0 in starting capital to $6,000 to $8,000 a month via appointment setting free course. What is appointment setting? How is this kid, Gavin, making $10,000 a month as a setter? Basically, you are the core concept in a business model that is keeping the trash from getting in. You are a bouncer. You are basically a bouncer for an online business. So your entire job is to only let qualified leads on your closer's calendar, AKA who is getting in the venue and who is getting turned away. So obviously you're going to be booking appointments. You're going to be reaching out to people, but your sole goal at the bottom level is you're a bouncer. If you're an appointment setter, you're going to work in the online coaching and consulting space. There's a reason for this, so let me explain how the space works. So guys, the online coaching and consulting space, what does that mean? Basically, the online coaching consulting space is everyone that you've ever heard of that sells a course, sells a coaching program, consulting, agency work, advice, information, anything like that. It is the easiest space to work in. It is so incredibly easy. I literally just got off of a call before this where I closed a deal and I made $300. Like, I'm only closing to show you guys that it works, but I made $300 in 30 minutes. I could do that 4 or 5 times a day. Do the math on that every month, okay? That's one. 2, you're actually helping people. So you're going to be selling a product or a service or something that you actually believe in. Like, if someone buys this thing, they're actually going to have a better life, which is, at least in my opinion, very important to me. I want to sell things that help people. And 3, you're going to make a fuck ton of money. I have kids that have been in our program and been in this space even for less than a year that are making $30,000, $35,000 a month. Not one fluke month, consistently. That is $360,000, $350,000 a year in income with no degree, no certification, just a little bit of training from one program, and then they're going and making a doctor's salary. That doesn't happen anywhere else, okay? So B2C is way easier than B2B, especially for beginner. So that is the realm that we're going to stay in. So what does appointment setting actually look like in action? Well, what I'm going to show you now is called DM setting. So literally like you're in the DMs, okay? Or you're texting or emailing. So for example, what happens commonly in this space is someone will say on their story, their Instagram story or an Instagram reel or something, like something, DM me the word Amazon, DM me the word sales, DM me the word whatever. So that is like the CTA is what it's called. So what will often happen is you'll get that message and then you know, oh, this person is reaching out inquiring about the service or the product or the thing that my company does, okay? So if I have an Amazon coaching program and someone messages me Amazon, I know they're looking to get into my program. So now the appointment setter is going to be the bouncer and qualify them and see if they're a good fit and then book them on the calendar. That's their entire job, okay? And they get paid for that. So I would say something along the lines of like, hey, what's up? Thanks for reaching out. Just a few quick questions to see if we can help you out. Because they already know that there's a program. They already know that they're reaching out to learn more information about something, okay? And again, this message is not like a template. This is just to give you an idea. But obviously you came from the story we just posted, but it looks like you want to learn how to sell on Amazon. Do you work right now or what's the main reason you're looking to do so? Yeah, I'm looking to make more money. I currently work in a 9-to-5 job, okay? That's like amateur. Better is like example 2. So, hey, I want to make money in sales. Hey, what's up? Can I ask you a few questions to see if we can help? So what do you do right now? And why do you want to get into sales of all things? Well, right now I work at a car dealership and I really want to do online sales instead. Okay, perfect. Great idea, by the way. What sort of income are you making at the dealership? But the $1 million question is, how much can you make? Well, let's take a look. These are actual students of mine. So this is not me getting figures from the internet and being like, oh, you can make $1 million on Amazon. So Sandro, $1,500 profit in his first week of appointment setting. He's selling an Amazon offer. He works for KT, okay? Greg, 6.6 thousand for the month as a setter, okay? CJ, 8,000 as a setter. And by the way, look at the timestamps on these. These are recent. These are not like old testimonials. So you can make a lot of money. It's real. It's validated. People are crushing it. How do you become a skilled appointment setter? That's the big question. Well, there's 3 key things that you're looking to learn about the prospect as an appointment setter. So what is an appointment setter at a bare level before we get into the details? Your job is when someone messages an influencer, when someone messages to learn more about a program, when someone emails about a program, when someone does anything that is a lead, a prospect, a lead, an email, phone number, application, whatever. Your job is to learn these 3 things about them. And then if they're a good fit, you book them on the sales team's calendar. It's literally that simple. So these 3 things are commitment, urgency, and resources. So what does that mean? Well, commitment is they want to do the thing. So commitment is screening for what the prospect has done to reach their destination or goals. So first, you define the desire. How long have they had that desire for? Have they tried anything already with that desire? This is your way to tell how committed someone is. So if someone is committed to something, they're probably going to be a good prospect if they have the funds, right? But if someone is like, yeah, like I don't really care. I just like saw an ad and I just want to reach out and talk about sales. That's not someone we want to book on the calendar for our sales team because that person may not close. That person may not be a good call. And we're going to literally take up a slot on the calendar of the offer we work for that could otherwise be allocated to making money. We only want on the calendar people that are ready to buy and people that are going to be a good fit to buy. That way we're making the most money possible because you only have so many hours in a day. So if we're booking people on a calendar that are not a good fit, you're losing money. Okay, that's basically how it works. So this is a good way to do it. All we ask is like, hey, for example, in the conversation here, hey, what's up? Thanks for reaching out. What caught your attention and made you want to reach out today? Right now I work at a car dealership and I want to do online sales instead. Hey, we help a lot of people in that position. If I say this in my own words, it would be like, yeah, that's awesome. We actually have a lot of people that have been in a similar situation. I'm curious, like, how long have you been wanting to get out of that? And have you tried anything else yet? Because we want to know, have they tried anything else? Because that could be a possible objection, right? We want to know, like, you want to do this. You say you want to get rich, but like, what have you done to get rich? If nothing, maybe they're not a good prospect, okay? Next is qualifying for resources. This is like the biggest thing you're going to be screening for because desire can be figured out on a sales call and kind of be instilled in people. Commitment, those can be instilled, but you can't instill funds. If someone's broke, I can't make them not broke right before a call. Like if you have $500 and I sell a $10,000 offer, I don't want you on my calendar because you're not going to buy. So this is the biggest thing we're screening for. So can the prospect even afford the offer? So you want to see how much capital do they have on hand, what their source of income is, how stable is that source, etc. And this is key in obviously them potentially purchasing a product and you getting paid. So if they say, hey, I work at a car dealership, that could either be a really good or a really bad thing. If you work at a good dealership and you're decent, you probably make 5, 6, 7 grand a month. If you're bad, you probably make no money. Like a car dealership is a broad term. So we say, okay, perfect. Yeah, great. What sort of income are you making at the dealership right now? And then that will tell us what to ask next and kind of qualify like, hey, like how much do you have for the investment? What sort of ballpark are we in? Or if they're like, oh yeah, I'm crushing it. I'm making 10K a month. Okay, they're a good fit. We can go ahead and continue the conversation. And finally, motivation. Okay, why? What is their why? Why do they want to do the thing? Why do they want to do the hardest thing to the human condition, which is change? Change is hard, okay? Once a ball is in motion, it tends to stay in motion. So if you've been in motion of a 9 to 5 for years, getting that change is a bit of a big step. So we want to know, why do you want to do that? Like, is there an actual motivation to do things? Because if there is, and they're qualified, and they have funds, that's an easy close for our sales team, which is what we want to give them. Again, this is a big determinant on if the prospect will close or not. Is there a real motivation for them making a purchase, or are they kind of just window shopping? We don't want window shoppers. We want people that are ready to go. Pull the trigger. They're ready to go. They're hungry, okay? Obviously, the closer is going to dig deeper on this than you will as a setter, But you still want to uncover their motivation as much as you can, because you are just basically laying up the sales team and you're giving a layup to the closers. Okay. That's your goal. Along with DM setters, there are also what we call phone setters, which is basically the same thing. They do the same 3 things, but just over the phone. So I'm actually going to give you guys right now, this is a recording of a mock call. So this isn't a real setting call, but this is with my head sales coach, Kishan, who was a DM setter and is now a closer, makes $30,000 a month on his own. This is an actual mock call of what a perfect setting call looks like. Okay, so we'll go ahead and play this for you guys. What's up, guys? So in this video, we're going to be running through basically a mock appointment setting call. So this is not DM setting. It's basically the same thing. We're just not texting this. This is over the phone. So Kishan is going to be a prospect here. So he's going to come in as either a lead, an email, a phone number, fill out an application, watch the VSL, a free training, something. And I am the appointment setter. So my job is going to be to try to qualify him, qualify his interest, qualify his timeline, and then make sure he is going to show up to the call that we schedule if he's interested and a good fit, and then book him on the calendar. That's my entire job. So we're going to sell Closer Cartel because all of you guys have heard of what it is, so you can understand why we're going to say what we say for our offer. So ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, is this Kishan?
Yeah, who's this?
Hey, Kishan, this is Luke from Closer Cartel. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good, man. I saw you filled out an application here, and I just wanted to go ahead and give you a call. Does that ring a bell?
Yeah, I filled it out maybe like 10 or 15 minutes ago.
Awesome. I'm just curious, bro, like what got you interested in sales of all things?
Yeah, was that you in the advertisement?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I saw that, and then so I work a 9 to 5 right now. I'm trying to get out of it. I'm 22 years old, so the first 9 to 5 out of college, and I just want to kind of find something else I can make money with. So
nice.
That's a good idea.
Where'd you go to college at?
I went to the University of Wichita.
Nice, very nice. And what you said you're in a 9 to 5. Like, what job did you get into out of college?
Yeah, it's just some like level. I'm technically an engineer, but I'm still like an apprentice, so
Okay.
not even in the actual role just yet.
What sort of engineer? Like a math kind of engineer? Like you're smart with numbers and designing things?
Just the engineer, industrial engineering.
That's a bit of a far leap from a sales role, right? Like you don't really talk to people on a daily basis doing that, do you?
No, not at all.
So obviously, like we talked to a bunch of people that want to leave 9 to 5s, right? That's a common thing that people want to do. But why sales of all things if that's not really similar to what you currently do?
Yeah, it just seems like a business model with the lowest barrier to entry in terms of money. Like again, I just got a job, so I mean I have some savings, but it's not like I'm sure you know about e-commerce and stuff like that. I was looking into that because that's what a lot of people push, but I just don't feel comfortable kind of like putting a bunch of money into something. I'd rather be good at something and then have that be how I make money. So I feel like this is probably like a good thing to do if I don't have the most savings in the world, I would say.
Yeah. Honestly, I think that's a great way of looking at it. You know, usually we got to tell people how to think about that, and everyone wants the shiny object, but that's usually the proper way. So I like it. I'm just curious, like you're an engineer right now, coming out of college. Like, what sort of salary do you guys make straight out of college?
Yeah, it'll be around 70K this year. So not the worst, but not the best either.
Yeah. Getting into sales, is it more of a freedom thing for you, or do you want to make the same amount of money? Do you want to just spend less time in your job, have more freedom? Like, what is the big driver and the big like goal for you?
It's getting out before I get too deep into anything, because I know if I do this for 2 more years, like it's going to be a lot more comfortable because I'll probably be making like 120 by 2 years. But I know that's not that much money. And then me and my girlfriend are pretty serious, so could get married in a few years, and I just want to kind of be set up for that in case that happens, which I'm sure it will. But yeah.
Well, congrats, man. That's awesome. If you were to transition, do you want to make about the same amount of money? Do you want to make more money? Obviously, you want to get out before you're in too deep, which I understand. But monetary wise, is there a big goal there? Like you want to make the same, you want to make more, or do you really care?
No, I care. Yeah, I definitely care. I mean, the sky's the limit. I don't really want to put a cap on myself.
Awesome. Well, I'll just be honest with you, bro. question before I say that, have you seen the sort of income that our students and the people in our program make?
Yeah, I some people saw like people making like 30K per month. Is that normal?
I wouldn't say it's normal, but it definitely is possible, right? Like it's probably not normal for an engineer to make a couple 100,000, but you could get there, right? Eventually, if you did the right thing, you could get there. I would say normal is anywhere from 5 to 15K, just depending on the offer you're in and those sort of things.
Yeah.
But based off of that, how familiar are you with how our world of sales works? Because obviously it's not corporate; it's much different. Like how familiar
Yeah.
are you with that?
I wouldn't say the most familiar. I've watched probably like 2 or 3 of your YouTube videos, so I understand it. Like you're selling like stuff that you see online, like the courses and the mentorships and stuff like that, and you're taking a cut of it. So it's pretty simple in my opinion, but like I don't
Mhm.
know like the whole nitty-gritty of everything.
Yeah, of course. So why this kind of sales opposed to you going and getting another 9 to 5 sales job? Like you could go work at Goldman Sachs or you could go work a corporate sales
Yeah.
job with benefits. So why this kind?
I would just say because I know those are going to be I mean, you can still make good money with those, but like I saw this testimony from you guys, and he was like, "Oh yeah, like I became really, really good friends with like the business owner that I work with, and honestly, a lot of these people are really cool people to be with, and it just
Mm-hmm.
seems like more of a freedom type of thing as opposed to actually. I mean, I'm sure you're gonna have some type of boss, but it doesn't seem like it's a very like breathe down your neck like type of corporate environment. I'm already starting to feel that I don't want to do that. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Very wise choice. That's why I did what I did myself. You know, I could never work that kind of job. So I feel your pain. If this is the right vehicle for you, obviously our program has an investment and we have our own path to get you where you want to go. But if this is the right sort of vehicle for you, how quickly are you looking to leave that 9 to 5?
I mean, as soon as I can. I don't want it to be a thing where just like get my first sales job and then immediately quit because I know it's going to be like a ramp up period. But like
Mm-hmm.
as soon as I can make the same type of money or even just a little bit less, like I'm willing to go all in.
So would you say it's fair to assume that probably just getting started ASAP, that way you can actually get that ramp up going and get out sooner than later?
Yeah, I want to get started as soon as possible. It's just like timing is a big thing because I know it's going to require time. So like how many hours a day would I need to like for this?
So we have a lot of guys that do 9 to 5s. They do college. They do other prior responsibilities. So you just need to learn as much as you can in your own time. So our program, just to give you an idea, is a recorded course, and we also have coaching calls. So that if you can't make the
How
coaching
much is
call,
it?
how much is what?
How much is it? The course?
So right now we're selling for $5,000.
Okay. Um, what's in it?
So we're going to teach you A to Z, everything you need to know about sales. And that includes appointment setting, that includes closing. That way you can start at the easiest, right? You're familiar with appointment setting, correct?
Yeah, it's kind of like this call, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Like I literally am an appointment setter. So literally a lead will come in for whatever business owner you work for, a lead, a phone number, they fill out an application, whatever. Your job is going to be to call them. And the same thing we're doing right now, see if you're a good fit, see if you're interested, and see if you're financially qualified. And if they are, you simply book them on a call with a member of the sales team on your offer. And then when that deal closes, you get paid.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, but okay. So is that 5K up front or like what?
So that's a better question for the next call you get on. Like I said, I am the appointment setter here. My job is just to see if you're a good fit for our calendar, but one of our coaches can actually run you through all of the details on that.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
So for you, obviously, I said it's $5,000. There's different ways we go about that. I know sometimes we do payment plans, we help people out, whatever. But for you, is that a sort of investment that you can afford right now? I'm not sure what your savings looks like.
I do have it. Um, yeah, I do have it.
Okay. Well, that's the biggest thing for us. Like, obviously, the decision is not going to be made on this call. That is for you to decide once you have all the details and you decide if this is a good thing for you or not. But if that's the case, I think the best next steps for us would be go ahead and get you on a call with one of the coaches. Do you have availability like sometime in the next few days?
Yeah, we could do tomorrow when I got off of work. Would that work?
Yeah. Let me take a look at our calendar here. What time works best for you tomorrow?
Oh, I get off of work at 4, so if we could do like 5 p.m. Eastern time, if you have that.
Yeah, we have 5 open. So 100%, like you're able to do that time. Nothing's going to come up that's going to kind of prevent you from showing up to that call.
No, we're all good.
Awesome. So guys, we'll cut there. A few things. He directly asked me the price. Guys, old selling, maybe I would, when I first started, I would have bounced around that question. But honestly, now having done reps and seeing, like, guys, Kishan, for example, when your offer right now, you're selling an e-com offer. Do you guys share price on the call?
If I don't, I'm gonna be having a lot of weird or bad conversations.
Yes, because what you guys want to avoid as a setter is oh, well, I can't answer that question, so we'll save that for the next call. But then you don't know if they can afford it, and then you're just booking a call that doesn't need to be on your calendar. It's just not a good idea. You're wasting space. And then the second thing there, honestly, is a pretty smooth mock call in all senses of the word, other than, oh, how much is it? I just don't want you guys to freak out. Like, all setters listening to this, don't freak out when you get that. Just like I said, confidently, I was like, yeah, so it's $5,000. And then the same way when you're closing, I'm not going to be silent like a robot and be weird, but I'm going to let them process that. So you could see Kishan acted very well because we've done this a million times. He was like, oh, well, it's $5,000. Like, how does that work? I'll say the price. I'm not going to try to close them on this call. So I kind of deflected the rest of it, was like, well, the details of that's going to be decided on the next call. That's not for really me to say, but boom, let's book the call. So do you have anything to say about that as well?
I would just, the only thing I would change a little bit is just kind of make sure, like, because he was like, yeah, I have it, but just kind of address that concern. But what? Oh, well, it's just a big chunk. So, like, as long as you have it, like, it can be done by the closer. It's just, a lot of people will lie with that tonality. So just be a little bit careful of that, I would say.
So the only you're right, but the only reason, and I know it's all hypotheticals, but the only reason I didn't really care is because you're an engineer.
Yeah,
you're an engineer. Engineers make good money, and obviously I know it's a hypothetical call, but you sounded intelligent. You make a lot of money, so I can make a judgment call as a setter to be like, okay, this guy is good to book on the calendar. He has good space to fill, right? So, guys, that's it. I mean, that's a very realistic example of an appointment setting call, and I mean, sell a $5,000 offer, I get 5% of that. What is that? $250? Yeah. So boom, booked call, close, $250. So hopefully you enjoyed that mock call and that gave you a good idea of what phone setting sounds like. Guys, that call is a bit on the like more extreme end. That is a very high level version of one. A lot of calls are easier. It's literally like, yeah, I saw this ad. I really want to do it. How much is it? Well, let's hold off. Let's hold our horses. First off, like, what do you do right now? Oh, well, I make like $10,000 a month. Okay, cool. So he's income qualified. And they usually go faster is what I'm saying. So that is a real call. That is as hard as it gets. Like, that example is as difficult as this job gets, which is why it is such an easy business model. So now, how do we find the best offers in the space? The offer is very important. The thing that you sell is very important. So first off, let's get very, very clear on what an offer actually is. An offer is the product that you are selling. So typically it's some sort of coaching program, consulting package, course, etc. The offer is the thing that you are selling. That's all it is, okay? So if you say, oh, I'm on a good offer, I'm on a good thing that I'm selling, basically. So for example, one-on-one e-com mentorship, group coaching calls, 25 hours of video modules, a private mastermind community. This is an example of what a $3,000 offer may look like. So, however, not all offers are created equally, which is why it's very important that we understand how to distinguish between a good offer and a bad offer, okay? The worst thing ever is you sell a bad offer. It is going to make your life so much more difficult than it needs to be. If you sell a good offer, you're basically an order taker opposed to someone convincing someone to buy something. We're here to make money. We're here to make cash. I'm not here to have an ego contest. So I want the easiest, best offer that I can sell so I can make the most money in the easiest way possible. Okay, that's my goal. Some of these offers suck. Some of them are like selling cold water on a hot day. So that begs the question, how do you know if you're selling a gold mine offer and what makes a gold mine offer? So here is what our sort of classification of a gold mine offer is. So it's high ticket, meaning it's $3,000 or more. So there's plenty of room for commission. It's sold by an influencer, a creator, or a coach with a large personal brand, a cult following, right? People love them. Think Iman, Seb, myself, Luke Belmar, Ty Lopez, Mr. 4 to 8, KT Hustles. Like all these kinds of people, these are the ones we want to work for, okay? That's a gold mine offer. And the offer has very consistent call volume, okay? If they do good numbers every month, they do $100, $200, $300,000 a month as a business, the sales team is also making a lot of money because all that money comes in through the sales team, okay? You get what I'm saying. So a goldmine offer is quite literally the only thing between where you're at right now in your life and you making $10,000 a month. Obviously, you have to perform. Your skill has to be there. But this is the big 80-20 that is going to make this a lot easier for you, okay? So all of our best students found a goldmine offer, and it like quite literally meant that they struck gold, okay? So here's examples. Anthony Eclipse right here, his profile picture is black because people are deleting his Instagram account. He is partnered with Capital Club. He has a program inside of Capital Club. So all the traffic Luke Belmar drives goes to this guy's program, and this guy makes money from that, okay? Easy. Our sales reps work for Anthony. Our sales reps also work for KT. KT crushes it. They do hundreds of thousands a month, like $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 a month, which sounds insane, but it's just how this business works, okay? But notice here, there's a link in their bio, like a join or an apply link or an opt-in link. A lot of followers, good content, apply link in the bio. Like Casper here, look at that, link tree. What's in that link tree? Well, it's exactly what we're looking for, which is the apply link. Also, if you notice here, it says like DM, right? DM the word funded for more info. That triggers the conversation with the DM setter. So you guys get what I'm saying now? It's not that difficult. So how do you land an offer with these kind of people? Well, we call the creators, coaches, and influencers who own these offers ideal business owners. So you have really three main options when it comes to landing a goldmine offer, okay? So it's either direct outreach, a platform, or a network. And I'm going to break each of these down for you guys. So the direct method, this is where you know of an offer that you'd like to close for. So you maybe know someone online, you maybe know of a coach, you maybe know of someone that sells like some sort of product. Like hearing what I'm saying, you're probably like, oh, light bulb, this guy does that. Well, how do you reach out to that person? Well, there's two ways, right? Instagram DM or school DM. There's two ways to do this. So I'm going to show you guys right now live how to craft a script for an outreach method together. And this is geared for the direct method. So I know someone already. I found them somewhere, like I just know who they are. Like I can actually reach out to the person. I don't need to find the ideal people. What do I say? What do I say to get on an interview? And what do I do to actually get this job? Well, here, let me show you. Okay, so I'm on Instagram here. And guys, this is literally how easy it is. So I'll show you in a minute how to like find these people to even reach out to. But if you already know, or for example, you have some prior knowledge, Anthony here, I'm on a burner account. Let's take a look, just do some research. Good content. These are good like theme page style posts, okay? I'm sure you guys see a lot of these everywhere. These are good, right? He's at Capital Club with Belmar, right? A lot of comments. Like there's my boy Champ. Like a lot of real people are commenting on this, okay? Even though he doesn't have 100,000 followers, this guy does a couple $100,000 a month. I already know this. But you can kind of tell. Like you see the lifestyle, you see the content, you see, let's watch this.
Now making $1,000 per day selling dog toothbrushes.
Okay, it's a funny looking dog. But again, good prospects. So what do we do? Well, what I want to do and what has always worked for me is looking at something personal. So I'm going to like stalk this guy. So I'm going to see, who is Anthony? Who am I? Okay, let's see. Okay. So this guy does e-com. Okay. So he is going to be teaching people e-commerce. He's in Capital Club. So, here's maybe a potential lead for us, okay? What you could do here, for example, is you could go to YouTube and you could search Anthony Eclipse Capital Club. And then I guarantee you there's a video that he has or a podcast he's done to get into the program. That's just what all these people do. Go watch 5 minutes of it, okay? Take the time, go watch 5 minutes, and then do this. That way you have something personal to reach out with. So let's break down this message. This is a good message, and I know why, because I've done this for so many years. I got my first big, giant clients. I've got a billionaire's phone number, like one of the biggest billionaires in the US. Business deals, partnerships, all from cold DMs. So it works, but there's a science to it. So, hey, Anthony, obviously it's to him. Personal thing. And compliment. This is what this part is. So just got done watching your podcast with Belmar. Absolute heat dropped inside of it. Love what you guys are doing and been following you for a minute. So I'm not just some random kid that's DMing you. I'm not just some random kid that wants something. Hey, give me this, give me this, give me this. Me. No, I love your stuff. I watched this. I took my time to watch your thing. I love what you're doing. I've been following you for a minute. You're killing it, right? Like do something nice, like a nice personal compliment, and show them you're not just a bot that's like, oh, please help me. Please give me a job, right? Then why are you messaging them? Let's show prior knowledge and then let's show interest. So I know that business is booming. Okay, that's a compliment as well. But it's like, hey, I know you're killing it right now, dude. I just wanted to reach out and see if you could use a killer on your sales team. Obviously, that's me. I can DM set, I can phone set, or anything else you need. Talk soon. If he needs a salesperson and he sees a message that is crafted this well, he will probably respond. He'll probably give me a shot to get on an interview, and then that's all I need. That's the one shot that I need to actually get this job. Guys, it's literally that easy, okay? And don't copy this script, but if you can craft a DM in this style with this structure that I just broke down, and you can send this to 100 people a month, good quality messages personalized to 100 people, I guarantee you're going to get a setting job or even a closing job. It's not that hard. This is the easiest way to do it, and it is the direct method way, okay? So now let's look at a few of the others. The platform method is best when you don't have an offer owner in mind, but you know the criteria you're looking for because of this video. So this works best on like Instagram or school. Ideally, honestly, those are really the two big ones, or TikTok, but for the sake of this example, we use those two. So again, remember what an ideal business owner looks like: big following, real engagement, link in bio to apply for their offer, respective mutuals. Okay, they're a real person that's killing it in the game. That's what we want to look for. So let me show you how to do this live as well. We're going to use School for this example, and this is going to blow your mind. So if you don't know, School is a new platform from Sam Ovens. And also now Hormozy has invested into it. But School has a really cool feature here where you can actually discover communities. This is like Amazon ranking products, but for communities online, info products, coaching, consulting, this sort of thing. Okay. So what you can actually do here, let's say I want to work for personal development. Boom. Hamza. Everybody knows Hamza, right? Hamza Ahmed. You guys know this guy, I'm sure. So we can't message this guy. Darn. Too bad. Doesn't matter, because we use School to find the communities that are killing it. And then we simply go to Instagram and we search them and we can message them from there. So Hamza is obviously killing it, but let's use like a lesser known one, right? So let's scroll here. Socializers. Make friends, start a tribe, learn how to socialize and date girls. Okay, let's see. So who is the owner of this group? Dinmo Colt. I've seen this guy's videos before, okay? So Dinmo, YouTuber, educator, creator, join monk mode with us. So can I message this guy? No, but you know what I can do? I can go to his Instagram. Only 1,000 followers because he's crushing it on School, which is great, which means if I DM this guy, he's very, very likely to see my message because he's not getting all of his business from Instagram, but he has an Instagram. He's getting his business from School, or he's getting his business from TikTok or YouTube or whatever. But this is how we can use the direct outreach method to actually outreach. So there's one example. It took me 2 seconds, guys. Let's find another one here. Let's look for another one. That's in a different language, so I'm not going to use that. Conscious Business Accelerator, Victor Odo. Okay, a lot of followers, YouTuber with a passion for helping people transform into the greatest version of themselves. This guy is probably crushing it, okay? He's in Quantum Mastermind, like this guy's crushing it. I guarantee you he's making hundreds of thousands a month. So what do I do here? I go, can I copy? There we go. I go copy his name. I go to Instagram. I search, oh, is this him? There we go. Look at that. This is a gold mine offer. This guy's doing a little bit of a different thing, not really like make money online, but I guarantee you people are buying this up. Let's look at his funnel. Look at that. Good copy, $990 or $1997, so $2,000. And I guarantee you there's stuff on the back end of that as well. It's not just the only $2K. I guarantee there's like a $10K offer. So, okay, that's so easy. If I can actually focus, and for you guys, if you can focus and spend some time every day doing this for a month, you're going to get an offer. It's really not that difficult, okay? So that's how easy it is. School is this hot new kid on the block right now. So literally you go to School, you use the discover function, you go find communities, you just do your research, like get into the weeds of this whole business ecosystem and find people that fit the criteria we want and reach out to them with that message. And that's how you land clients, even as a complete beginner. So now we have the network method. This is by far the most powerful of the three, but this is something you guys have to build up, okay? So finding a goldmine offer when you have a strong personal brand and a network is effortless. Easy as making a friend, okay? It takes time, but it's worth it. So let me show you guys some ways that I would grow my personal network or online presence so that I have offer owners reaching out to me. Guys, there's a couple ways to do this. The absolute easiest way is being inside of a program like ours. I literally hand students jobs. I use my network. They piggyback off of who I am as a person and the connections that I have to get jobs. But if you don't have that, how else can you do this? Well, one really good way that a couple of my students have been doing lately is building their own little personal brands. Like even if you have a Twitter with 1,000 followers, but you post good content, you post smart insights, you post real like valuable stuff, you're entertaining, funny guy, you're just a cool person. If you reach out to someone that has ever seen one of your tweets, a business owner, and you're like, yo, hey, I'm looking for a new offer. I love what you guys are doing. Do you have any room on your sales team? Boom, you get a job. Why? Because someone knows who you are already. They have prior knowledge of you. You have a little bit of a personal brand. A personal brand doesn't have to be hundreds of thousands of followers, right? I don't even have 100,000 followers on Instagram or Twitter. And I still make 6 figures a month from our coaching business. Why? Because we get good results for people. And 2, because people know me. So use the same principle for yourself, and you will get offers coming to you instead of you having to go to them. This is a little bit harder, takes a little bit more time, but it works really, really easily. So chapter 4, let's talk about how to maximize your commissions. So I showed you guys how to DM set. It's a piece of cake. I showed you how to find goldmine offers and what to look for. It's a piece of cake. So how do you maximize the amount of money that you're making? Well, your relationship between your closer and yourself is vital to your success. So it's kind of like a sniper spotter relationship. If you guys have ever seen, what's that movie? Jarhead? Sniper, spotter. I'm going to shoot. You're going to spot for me. You're going to tell me how far, what the wind is, what the distance is. We're going to work together. Okay. Sniper spotter is very similar to setter closer. Okay. You're like LeBron and wait on the Heat. I'm going to like lay you up. I'm going to give you an oop. You're going to slam on everybody's head. Okay. The alley-oop is made of 2 parts, and the pass is just as important as the person that is scoring. So you're starting off at the bottom. You're a setter, right? You're the one, you're Dwayne Wade. You're going to give him the lob, right? But if you get really good at giving the lob, then you got to become the guy that dunks. It's just like how everything else works. So in order for your closer to be the most efficient on their calls so that you actually get paid, you need to carry your weight as a setter, meaning you need to give them good calls, qualified calls, and book their calendar. If you can do those 3 things and the company you work for has a good sales team, you're going to literally print money. It's that simple. So if your closer is getting on the phone with a ton of unqualified prospects, it's wasting their time, their calendar space, and you're both getting pissed off, it's not going to work. So it's your job to make sure that the leads are quality, they're committed, they have resources, and they're ready to fix the problem. If you can do that, you are an amazing setter, and your closer is going to love you, and they're going to give you more leads. They're going to give you more deals. You're going to make more money. Okay. A sales team only functions properly when both of you are on your best performance. That's how you guys are going to rake in commission together, because you as a setter, you get paid when the deal closes, or a small base, but the big money is when the deal closes. So if I can lay up a really good quality prospect and they get closed, the closer makes 10%. I make 3 to 5. It's that easy. On a $10,000 offer, it's like $300 to $500 for me. That's like $1,000 for them. Everyone's happy. Okay. It's a win-win. So you want to maximize your show rate as well to make this happen. So this is comprised of a few different elements. So what is show rate? Show rate is, let's say I book 5 appointments for next Monday. How many of them actually show up to the call and actually like get on the call? That's the show rate. It's an actual important stat in business, right? So a few things go into this. First, you need to actually give the prospect a reason to show up on the closing call. You can do this by creating a gap from their current situation to their desired situation or their desired outcome. So, hey, I'm working at a car dealership right now, making $5,000 a month. Yeah, man, that's awesome. Just so you know, I don't want you to feel alone. We have a lot of guys in our program that actually were in the same job or the same ministry as you, and now they're crushing it. So it's no big deal at all. What sort of income do you want to be making ideally? I'd love to be making like $15,000 a month. Okay, awesome, man. Again, we have a lot of people doing that. We can definitely help you do that. The best thing to do is to book a call with a coach of ours. I'm just here to see if you're a good fit, but the coach is actually going to give you guys the game plan and walk you through next steps to see if we can get you to that $15,000. Does it sound fair? Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's awesome. That's what you do as a setter. Okay. So you're creating a gap between where they are, where they want to be. Instead of filling it with the offer, you're selling the offer. You're filling it with selling the call. You're selling the next call. You're selling the call with the coach, which is the salesperson, right? You need to make them realize that they have a problem and that your solution or your offer is the fix to it. You have to be able to read the prospect's tonality. So a lot of time, setters won't pick up on verbal or written cues that a prospect is not truly interested, and they don't address it. So if I'm on a call and I'm trying to set somebody for like tomorrow. Okay. And they're like, yeah, like, okay, yeah, I'm free tomorrow, I guess, at like 3:00. I don't like that tonality. That's like wishy-washy. It's like not committed. So I want to make them committed or I'm not going to book them. So I want to say things along the lines of like, hey, it sounds like you're not super excited about this. Like, is this really something you want to do? Yeah, I do. I really want to do it. Are you sure? Yeah. Okay. I'm serious. That sort of stuff. Okay. You don't want to let some gray area wishy-washy person get on a call because again, this booking bad calls on your calendar. If they're not 100% committed, you have to do everything that you can to change that, okay? So the same way a closer on a sales call is going to get them over their objections and over their fear and over all these things that keep them from getting into the program or buying the thing, you're going to get them over the same stuff, but of booking the call. So guys, setting is basically closing, but just at a much easier scale, and you're selling the next call opposed to selling the offer and actually taking money from somebody. One method we always use is double confirming the time of their closing or their coaching call, right? So if I'm the setter, okay, cool. So you're good for 2 p.m. tomorrow, Wednesday, right? Yeah, 100%. Okay, got it. And just to make sure, there's nothing that could possibly pop up, like maybe besides like the boogeyman coming to your door, right? That would prevent you from showing up to that call. And then they're gonna laugh. It's funny. Yeah, but funny, whatever. Yeah, I'll be there, 100%. Okay, cool. Then you book it. You don't want to just be like forcing them. Okay, so your call is tomorrow at 2. Bye. They're not going to show up, okay? You want to make sure that they say out loud that they are committed to showing up to the call because they want to on their own power. You're not convincing them that they need to get on the call. You're making them say out loud that they want to get on the call. There's a big difference, okay? Your success as a setter, guys, is simple. You vet your prospects correctly, you get them to show up, and you set them up for an easy close. If you do these 3 things correctly, you and the closer are both going to print money. Your sales team's going to be happy. Your offer is going to be happy. The CEO is going to love you. And you have a great shot at becoming a closer in a few months down the line. It's not hard. And that's why we have kids straight out of high school and college that are doing this. And basically all of them were making literally nothing when they started. And now they make amazing money. And it's because of this business model. Once you guys learn like how to actually maximize your commissions and you learn what I'm saying in this video, this is what's possible. And it's kind of mind blowing, right? Gavin, 5.1K last month as a setter. He just started. He just moved to Miami. I actually took him on a yacht this weekend, his first yacht ever. This kid's going to crush it. Rocco, AKA Thumb Worker. We call him Thumb Worker because he's like DM setting and he's making bank. $1,000 in a single day. $1,000 in a single day. DM setting. UJ, $1,100 in the past 2 days. It's not hard. There's so many kids in our community and in the world that are doing this with DM setting that I don't get why you wouldn't make money with this unless you just don't try. Like the only reason you don't make money with this is because you won't try and you won't focus and put the effort in, okay? Guys, in this free course, I've literally given you everything that you need to go immediately start making money appointment setting. But there's still probably gonna be issues, right? And this issue has nothing to do with information. Guys, there's so much information on the internet that you could learn anything. But the issue is you probably lack consistency, you probably lack accountability, and you probably lack urgency. And guys, like I said, I've coached thousands of students to this point, and I found this to be universal for basically everyone. Even kids that get in our program, I have to get on a call and I have to be very serious with them of like, bro, you're not working. Like you're not applying yourself. You're not working hard and no one is holding you accountable. So I will hold you accountable. And then you know what happens? They go on and crush it. It's not a lack of information. It's not a lack of, oh, I don't know what to do. It's a lack of community and it's a lack of accountability. I've given you guys the information in this video, but I want you to ask yourself, are you 100% sure that you could do it yourself? Are you 100% sure that you'll be able to take this and go make $6,000 to $8,000 a month as an appointment setter in the near future? And the odds are probably not. And it's not, again, it's not because of the information. It's because of you don't know how to apply yourself. You don't know how to show up and be consistent yet. You don't know how to work and you don't have anyone to hold you accountable. And there's no way to be 100% sure, like with anything by yourself. There's really not. But if you got coached by the best of the best in the space, you had dozens of hours of education, you had a private community to support you and keep you accountable, your odds are a lot better than doing it alone. Guys, doing anything by yourself is not a very high successful chance of making that happen, right? It's just the reality of things. But when you're in a community of people in the same mission, you're being coached by the best, literally everything that you have is designed to make you successful, you're probably going to be more successful. All the students that I showed you guys had access to my free information on YouTube, and they tried getting into sales on their own. Everyone has tried getting in on their own before they came under my guidance. However, it all started to magically click once they got under our guidance. There's a reason for that, okay? It's not information. Like I said, It is the risk. It is betting on yourself. It is actually putting skin in the game and actually deciding, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to give this guy a little bit of money. I'm going to invest in myself because I know I'm going to get the result. Okay. That's what these kids all had in common. And there's no magic involved. There is no like secret. Okay. It doesn't exist. I tried to make this as realistic as I could for you guys. And the proof is in the pudding. Our student results are the best in the game. Of anyone on YouTube in this whole space, no one is better than us at getting results for our students. And that's why, which is why if you're ever going to make an investment into yourself, I want it to be today. I want it to be because of this video. In the past, our lowest price to get into our ecosystem was $3,000, but that was until Remote Protocol. Guys, Remote Protocol is our newest program. It launched last month, and you have the opportunity to get into our coaching, Closer Cartel, brand, company, culture, coaching, guidance for a third of the price. And let me remind you of our track record, okay? Here's some more results, okay? We have setters, DM setters, phone setters, 20-year-olds, 17-year-olds printing money from what we show them to do, like this, but on steroids. It's not rocket science. It's not magic. It is a proven process that we have done thousands of times over. And the only reason someone doesn't get success in our program is they simply don't apply themselves. And if they don't apply themselves, I yell at them on a coaching call and they get their ass in gear, okay? None of these students in this entire course came into this opportunity with a ton of capital, experience, or knowledge. Most of them were brand new. Most of them had no money and spent some of their last money to get into the program. In fact, most of them are literally kids straight out of high school or college and didn't even attend or they left early. That's me. Like I dropped out of college, okay? Most of our kids are like that, most of our students. And you know that you're capable of doing the same thing. If you're watching this video, you probably watch my past videos. And if you watch my past videos, you've seen the results that we get, okay? You just need the guidance, the education, and the extra push that Remote Protocol will give you, which is why it's linked in the description of this video, guys. If you're tired of seeing every other 18, 21, 25-year-old get rich, and you're like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know what's going on. I'm watching the videos, I'm sending DMs, but you're not making money. It's because you haven't taken a risk. You haven't taken a bet on yourself yet. You haven't put skin in the game. So while you sit on the sidelines and you wonder when your big breakthrough is going to come, it's not. This is your wake-up call. It's not going to come. You have to create it, okay? You are the one that's going to create this. So when you join Remote Protocol, guys, this is all you're getting. You're getting an A to Z detailed video curriculum. I think we're at like 30 hours of actual in detail training. You get sales ops outreach program to show you, imagine this, but on steroids of how to land offers, okay? Not only will you receive our full program, but you're also getting a separate program dedicated only to landing offers and opportunities and goldmine offers. You get live sales training every single week. You get an active community. We have the best community ever. These kids make memes. These kids are like making trap edits of us. Like I can't say it. You have to go look on Twitter, to be honest. I can't say with words how insane our community is. It's amazing. And we're actually having our first in-person mastermind in Miami soon. You also get one-on-one support. Guys, I employ an entire support team that is not VAs, it's real kids. It's like our head support coach, his name is Ty. He lives in Nashville. He was a setter. We changed his life. Now he is the support coach for everyone in the community. If you need anything at all, you book a call with him and he helps you. He's like my right-hand man of when you don't have access to me because I'm doing shit all the time, getting help, okay? And you also get lifetime updates. So if we update something, new platform, new curriculum, new this, new that, you get an update, you get grandfathered in for free, okay? I'm not doing this to try to leak or squeeze every bit of money out of people that I can. I'm doing this to help people. So if you had all of that, do you think your odds of success would get better or worse with Remote Protocol? Guys, I don't have to tell you, it's a no-brainer. Remote sales is the best space that you could possibly dive into as a beginner with low capital and no experience, and Remote Protocol is the most affordable and most impactful way to fast track your success. That's what it is. It's basically going to shave years off of your growth curve and you're going to get success faster. Maybe you could get it by yourself, but do you really want to spend 1 or 2 years going and trying to do it yourself when you could get into something for $997 and actually do it the right way? Okay. Don't let this opportunity slip by. And don't put your success on the back burner for another day, guys. So if you watch this full training, you watch this full course, congratulations. You're not a little dopamine goblin and you can actually focus. But I want you guys to click the description in the link this bio. It's really, really cheap. It is going to go up in price. We're raising it to $1,500 here in the next few weeks. And this is your last chance to get in at under $1,000. And guys, transparently, no sales pitch aside, we're the best. We have the best results in the game. We have the best students in the game. Our closers and setters work for the biggest brand names in this entire space. I'm talking your Iman, KT Hustles, Ty Lopez, V Shred, Grego Gallagher. Like, I could just name drop forever. Our guys work with the best for a reason. It's because they are the best. And it's because they have our training, they have our guidance. Okay. So thank you for watching this. Please like, comment, subscribe, regardless of if you join or not. I do this to help you guys. And if you want to join and you want coaching with me and you want coaching with our sales team and the actual coaches we have that make 20, 30K a month by themselves on other offers, teaching you, you know where to go. Okay. God bless you guys. Let's have a massive year. And I hope you enjoyed this video. This is not easy to make, and I'll see you on the next one.